Hello everybody, welcome back to Fox's Best Laid Plans, the planner channel starting 2024, right? Only one day late. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do Plan With Me's this year. So the funny thing is, I actually filmed like a number of Plan With Me's over the last few months and I just never edited them because I don't know why, but we're starting fresh. We've got a plan, we have a schedule. We're gonna do this right, okay? I'm gonna get myself organized in 2024, which makes me very nervous to think about. So this year, I'm using a Makselife. This is my first time using the Makselife as a daily, weekly planner. I have used last in 2023 and the end of 2022, I have used the Makselife goal setting system. Not very well. Did not keep up with it terribly well, but I use that, and I do use the intentions and reflections notebook every day, which I'm continuing to do in 2024. These are not bound like this. I buy them from Makselife, obviously, and they're like, you know, flat lay glue bound, and I take them to Kinko's and I have them bound on spiral because that's easier for me to like be able to do this with them. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing a Makselife this year, is because they're no longer on the wire O binding, they're on a real coil binding. Exciting. So I do it's everyday daily reflections and gratitude, and then a daily intentions. So I still am using this. This is separate because I couldn't get them all together. And then I'm using the Makselife as my planner. I've been using Goosby Twins since 2020, and I just wanted to have one planner, at least try it out this year. Have one planner. I think this cover is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. And it's not super sturdy, which I kind of like. I might regret that after I'm toting this around in my bag all year, but you know. So I did not complete all the goal setting stuff. It's a work in progress. I'm going to be working on it. I did do goals for this week. So I'll show you briefly how the Makselife planner is set up, since it is my first time using this one. The beginning is all the goal setting part. And so you do what's called the compass assessment with Makselife. It goes through all your steps here. The life compass, you do the questionnaire, the compass assessment, which is this, and it gives you all these different categories. So personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment, which is like your house, your car, all that stuff. So you go through and you rank all of these things, and I'm going to do another video about my goal setting in probably 2 weeks when everything is done and ready to go. But you go through and you rank all those things, and then you divide each section by 8, and that gives you your number, and then your number shows where you are on the compass. What was really interesting to me was, like I mentioned, I started doing this in the end of 2022. So I want to say September, whenever everything went down with Power Sheets, and I just felt like I couldn't finish out the year with Power Sheets. I started, you can print, if you want to try the Makselife system, you can print from their website. I will try to remember to put a link in the description. You can print stuff, which I did in 2022, and this was all free. Again, I had it bound at Kinko's, but you can print your compass assessment. So you could print this on their website if you wanted to try it out, and it's free. You print it. I had it bound at Kinko's, so I had to pay for the binding and everything. But it also has daily gratitude pages and then weekly reflection pages, I think. I don't know if this has changed, because like I said, the last time I did this was back in 2022, and this doesn't match how the intentions and reflections pages are in the notebooks. So that might be different, but this kind of had the intentions in the morning here and then the evening part here, like all on one page instead of 2 separate pages. But this was all free. So like if you want to test this system out, and it gives you your, you know, workbook here, like a basic workbook, your annual goals, and then you can do your monthly goals, weekly goals. All of that you can print, and it's free. So if you're like curious about this system, which is what I was, I came from using the Power Sheets for many years. So I tried that first and I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And also I watched a million YouTube videos of other people doing this. So that helped too. But so I did do my life compass, and what I found to be very interesting was in 2023, when you order the 2024 planner, you got this bonus reflections. It's for 2023 reflections. And there was one of these for 2022 as well that you got with your 2023 planner kit. And I'm working on this. I'm almost done with this. It took me a little bit longer than I was expecting. But it was really interesting to go back and compare. The way that I did this, if you're still working through yours and you want a tip on how to do this, I did the New Year Life Compass assessment first, and then I took that and wrote that, and that's what I put into this reflections booklet, so that it's my current. So I didn't do it like twice. It's not really in here. You can just there's not the whole assessment in here. So I did it in here first, came back to this, did the current, and then searched all over my mess of an office, found the start of 2023's binder, and every single thing improved over the year. Like, I don't want to be like, getting diagnosed with ADHD at age 40 really helped me, but I feel so much better in so many ways, and I think that was kind of evidenced by this. So that was really interesting to do this comparison. So I did this in the new planner first, put that data into here, and then I did the review. And then I'm going to finish the goal setting stuff this week or next week. I didn't have time today to finish it, but there's all these goal setting pages in here. So this was your assessment, and then your intentions for the year, setting your word. I did set my word. My word for 2024 is create. And then it goes over how to set goals, blah, 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 the different kinds of goals. And then what your annual goals, your monthly goals, and then your weekly actions. It just breaks that all down. Then this gives you some ideas. I really like this. I used this a lot, especially last year and 2022 when I was doing this. This gives you ideas of things that fall under each category, because like personal versus health and wellness versus fun and recreation, like some of those overlap, and this gives you a good idea of like what things to think about when you're working through your goals in each section. So then you have, this is to do your like brainstorming, and then you do your annual goals in each of the areas of life. And then you can do a vision board. I did a vision board as part of my HB90 prep work, so I'm not going to do that. This is more like intention and vision board setting here. And then you get into the months. And so the planner has all of the months on tabs. It's neutral, like the tabs are neutral, the pages are neutral. I think they're not color, right? The months have color, and obviously like the, you know, these are the Makselife colors of each of the areas of life, so those have color to them. Yeah, so the actual weeks are all neutral. The tabs are neutral. The month has different colors. Each month has a different color for the actual month overview, but otherwise it's neutral. And then you'll do, like I didn't do my January goals yet, but I did set weekly actions because I kind of knew that after doing my HB90 work, like what these were going to be for this week. And I figured this is just like a basic, I'm treating it kind of like a to-do list for right now. So I felt like confident that I could do this and not mess up any like more serious planning that I'm going to do. I did a lot of my goal setting planning work with my HB90. I just did the HB90 boot camp for the first time. I have a couple videos to finish up, but man, I really like it. It's like every like little thing in my life has been like a key to unlocking the next door. And so the ADHD diagnosis was the first key, and that unlocked the door of like, this is why you're like this. This is what you have to work with. And then it was like, let's start treatment and the working on it. And that was the next key that unlocked the door that was like, you're doing a little bit better. And now I'm doing like, I don't know, I'm just doing better in general. Not all the time, because yesterday was a garbage day for brains, but in general, I'm doing better and I'm happy about that. So, all right, that's enough talking and setup. Let's actually do my planning for the week. So this is planning for the week of Monday, January 1st through Sunday, January 7th. This is my Makselife planner. This is my first time doing a spread in the Makselife. So it's very similar to the traditional vertical planner. It's more similar to the setup of the Goosby Twins than the Erin Condren, unless Erin Condren has changed. I haven't used that since 2020, but they used to always have it like the sidebar here, and then Monday through Wednesday here, and then this side would be Thursday through Sunday, and no sidebar. This is how Goosby Twins had it, which I liked better, because then it kind of puts like the weekend days, even as someone who works weekends, you know, you have a different feel because there's different stuff going on in those nights, you know, and your partner or husband doesn't probably work weekends like you do. So it's very similar to the Goosby Twins setup. So a little bit more space down here for stuff. We'll see. Okay, we're going to see. This will be the first time. This is the type of kit shop that I use all the time. So this is, it's still a New Year's Eve kit. I gotta say, I know we planner people were all super stoked about the new year starting on a Monday, feeling like this was meant to be for planners. And I agree with that. However, I love having my first spread of each planner be my New Year's Eve spread, because New Year's Eve is like my favorite night of the year. So we're just we're just doing it. We're working with it. So this is from Pansy's Prints. So I'm going to try, we'll see. Should I do the black on the bottom or the black? This. I went for a run today. And, okay, I was trying to figure out if these were right side up or upside down. This is simply gilded washi tape here. I went for a run today and my lungs are feeling it because it was just like very cold air. So the big exciting news of this weekend, so Sunday was New Year's Eve, and as I mentioned, that is my favorite night of the year. I love New Year's Eve. I love the planning. I love the excitement. I love the thinking about the new year coming and all your goals, and I don't know, it's just very exciting to me. I love being downtown for it. We always go downtown. This year, for the first time, I participated in the parade. So it's called the First Night Parade in Pittsburgh. So the event is called First Night, and we've gone to it every year except for 2020 when there wasn't a First Night. And one of the big events is the big parade that they do. And it's such a weird, I don't know if other cities do this. Is it just a Pittsburgh thing? I'm not sure. But we have these weird paper mache, like kind of creepy puppets. And I have always wanted to be one of the creepy puppets. Now see, that's overlapping with this habit tracker thing. Am I gonna use that habit tracker thing? I don't know. Let's move this back here. Okay. I have always like wondered how you become one of those creepy puppets. I've always speculated maybe I'd like to do that. Well, this year, my friends, I made that dream become a reality. And I was one of the creepy puppets in the parade. And it was the most alive I've ever felt in my entire life. It was so wonderful. You know what I'm realizing? This is not divided into little boxes. Like, oh, where's my Goosby? Boy, I want to do a flip through of 2023, but there's so much blank space in here. I really just did not keep up with this. Well, I can show you then. He's more easily a blank page. So it was divided. The old style was divided into these 3 blocks, and then the bottom was like notes lined, kind of like the Moxie is. But clearly divided into 3, and that's where your stickers would go. And this is not like that. So it's a little bit more free form. So I don't know. This might, will I like it or not like it? I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I was in the parade. It was so fun, but it was like 37 degrees. And so it was raining. If it had been just a little bit colder, it would have been snow and it wouldn't have been so bad because it would have just been flurries. But it was raining, so it was super damp. And then inside the costume, you're literally covered in this costume. So the paper mache part is like on, it's on a backpack, and you wear the backpack. And then your paper mache, whatever creature or animal you are, is above your head. And then there's well, mine was silver lame, but it's some kind of see-through material that goes over your face. But there's no like eye holes or anything. Like it's not actually an opening. You are looking through the glitter the entire time. So everything's like hazy and like woo. But it created like this humid environment between me being so sweaty. Next year, because I'm deciding I'm doing this again next year. Next year I'm going to wear a tank top because it was so freaking hot in that costume. And so I was like sweaty, and then it was raining, and then it was like humid inside the thing. And after the parade, I could not stop coughing. My lungs were like on fire from that combination. And then like, you know, you're interacting with the crowd because everybody wants like the puppets to give them high fives, and you're like, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And I just was like, we were gonna go back to the hotel, feed Layla Grace. We got a hotel downtown. That's part of this story. We got a hotel downtown, and that was really nice because then we had a place to go back to and like take our leftovers back after dinner and like take a break for a minute. And I had planned that we were gonna come back after the parade, feed Layla Grace, take her for potty, and then we were gonna go back out and see a couple different things. And I just was like not feeling good, and I was like, I gotta lie down. And so I ended up just laying down, and we did go back out for the fireworks at midnight. My mom was like, we gotta go see the fireworks. And I'm glad that she did, because we were gonna skip it. We were thinking about skipping it, and then we're like, well, maybe we can see it somewhere in the hotel. And then there wasn't anywhere, because the hotel is like kind of short compared to the buildings around it. Something is not lining up here. That's pretty good. So my mom was like, let's walk over. And so we thought we were going to not walk that far. And we ended up walking like almost the whole way back, which was fine for us. I was worried about her because she can't really walk that far. But it ended up being a great decision, and I'm glad that she motivated us to go out because it was really cool to see the fireworks. She'd never been to first night. The way we used to do it was we would go over there, drop our dog off. This is what I looked like at midnight. Totally accurate depiction. And then my parents would drive us downtown. We would go do our dinner, stay down at first night. And then at midnight, my dad would come pick us up. Well, since he's no longer with us, my mom doesn't drive after dark. And so last year, the last 2 years, we took an Uber back to their house. And last year, our Uber driver was like going 50 miles per hour on these terrifying back roads. And like, it was not the stuff. And so we were like, let's just get a hotel room this year, which ended up being a great idea. See, I guess I'll put this like a little bit, it's too much flexibility. And see, those of us with ADHD, when we were presented with too many options, that is when we panic, and that is when we don't know what the freaking heck to do. So anyway, I'll put my work stuff in here. I go back to work tomorrow. I work 7 on, 7 off if you are new here. See, these are kind of close together. I don't know. Cindy makes this look so good. I don't know. And we're back to regular hours. The last like 2.5 months I've been doing extra hours, an extra 2 hours every week. And we're back to regular hours tomorrow, which is nice. But also like I worry because I was getting a lot done. It was like extra hours that the store, that you were not open to the public. Oh, hello. If you are new here, because I got some new followers over the holidays, over Vlogmas. I am a retail pharmacist and I work 7 on, 7 off at work. And so I go back tomorrow for my 7 days of rotation on. It was nice because the hours that we had, the extra hours that they had us working, like to clean up flu season and get into the end of the year, were when there were no customers. So like you actually got a ton of stuff done because the phone wasn't ringing, people weren't in your face asking questions and doing things. So I will miss that, but I'm like, okay. I feel like I'm not going to fill very much out today on my planner because I don't really have a lot of plans for this week. Okay, I did up there. See, now I got this little gap to fill. What am I going to put in the little gap? I don't know. Decisions were made, and were they the right one? We can't be too sure. I don't think we have any plans for the rest of the week, actually. Today is Tuesday. I fully intended to do this yesterday, and the only bad thing about our hotel stay, we stayed at the Drury Inn downtown, and we tried to check out around 10:30 in the morning. Checkout was 11. We tried to check out at 10:30, and I'm going to put on here midnight because midnight was important yesterday, and it was technically yesterday. The fireworks didn't, well, they started like 3 seconds early, but so I'll put that on here. Midnight fireworks. So I guess everybody tried to check out at the same time, and it took us an hour and 45 minutes to get our car from the valet. We checked out at 10:30, and we knew there was a line, so we put our valet request in like 15 minutes before that, and we did not leave there until 12:30. I have never seen that happen before. Now they were like super nice about it, and they gave us some money off. They didn't charge us for our valet, which was good. And they were like super nice. And I felt bad. I always hate complaining because I work retail and healthcare, and like I know how much it sucks when somebody complains, but at the same time, like this is kind of a big deal to have somebody wait. I mean, I can understand waiting like 20 minutes or half an hour, but almost 2 hours, it was like a lot. So they apologized. And I mean, I'll stay there again, like it's no problem. But I just know now, like next year, if we do this again next year, we'll just try to plan. Let's get up earlier and try to check out earlier just to avoid any of that. So, oh, and then we got pizza. That's right. We stopped for pizza on the walk back from the fireworks. And then we were cracking up because my mom has never seen all of the movie Titanic. And it was on, but it was like on cable. And so like the entire end of 2023 was the movie Titanic. And then it started like when we got to the hotel, it was going on the entire night. And we got back from the fireworks and getting pizza. And it was like 12:30 in the morning. And it was still going on. Jack was still alive when we got back from the fireworks. And I was like, what is going on here? So anyway, not a huge fan of Titanic. I think I was like when it came out, and now I'm just like, it's too much for me. I don't have the attention span for a 3-hour-long movie. And when it was on cable with commercials, it was literally 7 hours long. Too much. Okay, so we watched the fireworks, we got pizza, came back, we went to bed, and then let's put a thing in here for the hotel drama. I'm just gonna put a little, see there's a lot of lines in here. I don't love the lines, but you know what, I'll just pretend it's like my bullet journal and I just write over the lines all the time. Oh my god, my pen is falling apart here. It's gonna say, Happy New Year! Oh god. It's like I've never done lettering before. I love this color yellow, but you can't really like write stuff with it, you know? Alright, so let's try. No, you can't really read that. It's like my frowny face there. And then we came home. I had to stop at the grocery store to get supplies that I needed for dinner. And then I just felt sad all day. And I felt sad in a way that made me do stupid things like hyperfixate on absolute bullshit on the internet. And I hate when I do that because it's just a waste of my time. So I stopped at GE, took a long nap, and I hate naps. So I'm gonna put a frowny face with that. And then I did a little walk. I did my fitness, I did. Should I write in that I hyperfixated on things? The things I was hyperfixating on yesterday was I got into a loop of watching videos about the airline flight TWA 800 that crashed in 1996 or 94 or whatever. And then also I got into this part of TikTok. I'm already on North Sea TikTok, so if you're not there, just cover your ears anytime someone says cover your phone's ears anytime someone says North Sea so you don't get on it, because it's a rabbit hole that you don't need. And then I somehow got onto like Appalachian cryptid TikTok. And so people were posting things about like rakes and wendigos, and then I was like, I'm never going to sleep tonight. And I love cryptids, but the Appalachian woods are... So we made kielbasa and kraut. Today I worked on HB90 all morning, so we'll do HB90. I'm spacing everything very poorly, and so that's why I keep putting little smiley faces and stuff. And today I set up my Notion, and I'm obsessed with it. I was like, the one thing I was not sure about HB90 was a Kanban board, which is a big part of it. And then Sarah Cannon, who does HB90, was like, is there dog fur on here? No. She was like, you can do a digital Kanban board with Notion. And so I was like, I'll see what that looks like. And I love it. It was the answer to my prayers. It looks beautiful. You can customize it. You can make it aesthetic. I put pictures of Joshua trees in the desert. I love it. So that's what I spent like 3 hours today. And then I had to go back to Giant Eagle because... No, I didn't go to Giant Eagle. I had to go to the liquor store. That's right. I was like, I had to leave the house. Why? That literally took me all day. I had to go to the liquor store because every year for New Year's, I make this 1970s recipe for brandy slush. The original recipe is for apricot brandy slush, but it's too sweet for me, so I just make regular brandy slush. But it's like orange juice, lemonade, black tea, brandy, and sugar. And you like boil some of it, mix it all together, freeze it, and then it's like a slush consistency, like Rita's Italian ice. It's like that consistency, and then you put that in a cup, and then you put ginger ale with it, and it's delicious. And I've made it for years, and I went to make it last night because you have to like freeze it. Usually you have to freeze it overnight, and I realized I didn't have enough brandy. I only ever use brandy for this thing, and I had to go to the store and get more. And I tried a new type of brandy. I don't know anything about brandy. I tried a new type of it that is supposed to be like a little bit more apple and spice flavor. And I'm like, well, that might be nice. So we'll see. Could be a fail, could be nice. All right, this is crooked, but I think it's too late. I think the ship has already sailed. Yep, leave it. Okay. We're going to the cage for dinner tonight. What else have I been doing? I'm filming my plan with me. I'm going to use one of these little things here. I've been very busy with like planner stuff, so I have been doing, so I did HB90, so I've been doing bullet journal setup, and then I'm filming my plan with me, and then in a moment, I'm going to edit my plan with me. Whoa, that's the worst letter M. Oh my god, these pens, I adore them, but sometimes the caps don't stay on very well. Let's try to demonstrate, and I went overboard. And they will just like fly off, and sometimes I have my candles here, and they will fly so close to my candles. And then I made the slush. Oh, I went for a run too, that's right. Look at me, achieving all my goals today. I just did 2 miles. So cold. I started saying like, so I had these issues on Sunday night after the parade, and then by Monday morning, like I was much better, and then I had some like hot drinks throughout the day. I had some coffee, and I was getting much better, and I was fine today. And then when I went out for my run, it's like coming back, and so I'm like very raspy right now, which you can probably hear. Okay, and then we're going to the cage for dinner, and that's this day. Look at that, filled out the whole day. All right. The only thing I have tomorrow, I work, and then I have dance class tomorrow night. Husband always cooks on dance night, so that's nice. But I think I'm going to stop here with the planning, and I'm just going to fill these out as the days go on, because I really don't have any plans this week for anything in the evening besides like my HB90 stuff. And I really want to start that Cult of the Mother God docuseries. And I think we have one more episode left of the Twin Flames docuseries. So, okay, so this is cute. I have some other stickers. Like, say tomorrow I don't come up with anything really that I want to put in here besides dance class and dinner. Then I do have some more stickers here that I could put in. Like, they gave us extras this time. I have 4 extras. I don't love the ones with people. Oh, that one I like, because I was like, that's what I look like in my costume. That's not what I look like in my costume, but it was close. But I have some stickers I could put in there if I need to. And things could always come up, you know. Sometimes things come up that you end up doing. So I can always add things in. So that's my first planner setup for the year 2024. My first planner setup in a Makselife actual planner and not just the goal setting system. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new here. The big news is that in my Notion that I set up today, I planned out my entire first 90 days of posting, when I'm going to post, when I'm going to edit, when I'm going to film, all of it. I was like completely mixed up order. When I will film, when I will edit, when I will post. So I have a plan, and I'm super excited about it because I do best with a plan. That's why with marathon training, I need to have my little calendar that says all my long runs every week and when my speed work will be. I need a plan, and I am feeling so good about finally having a plan and knowing how to make a plan work for me. It's very exciting for my little ADHD brain. So thank you so much for watching. There will be videos. My plan is to do Tuesdays Plan With Me's, Fridays vlogs. And then once a month I'll have a goal setting video. And then in January or February I will have a flip through for 2023. It's not going to be great because, like I said, I fell off of planning a lot last year, and I think that I do much better when I do plan, so I'm trying to work on that. But that right now will be my schedule that I'm going to try my best to stick to. Tuesdays for the Plan With Me, Fridays for the vlog, and then here and there a goal setting video each month. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new here, and as always, my friends, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I hope you have a wonderful start to your new year. I hope you are excited about the new year, and let's keep those feelings going the whole time. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody, and I will see you in my next video.